Hello again, EDF friends. I wanted to share with you what we did for DLC Pack 2, Mission 12, which I would say is the true Demon Army. We both have fusion blasters, and we both have explosive shotguns, and we both have the running item, the level 108. First thing we're going to do is we're going to run to the left of the map and get to the edge, and then we're going to attack this first pillar here. This is a pillar that has golds in it, so we're gonna shoot as long as we can until the wasps come. Then we're gonna run down to the next main street, as you can see I'm doing here, and then finish off the pillar, and then just defend. We actually wind up having a little bit of tough time defending here, which is kind of funny because the first, I don't know, 10, 20 times we did this mission, we never had any problems on defending here. It's just we made some, I think we were just trying to rush a little bit, made some mistakes, but I wound up dying here, but no big deal. So to defend, we're just going to head to the edge, to the corner of the map clockwise, and then head down to the other side, and just keep going clockwise. But we want to be careful not to get too close to the hive that's behind you. As you can see right there, there's a hive back there. You don't want to get too close to that because if you do, you'll pull more enemies, which you do not want to do. But so what our strategy is, there's 4 hives and 2 large pillars. 2 of the hives have red wasps, and 2 of the hives have silver kings, or silver spiders rather, and 2 of the pillars have gold ants that come out of those. So what we're going to do is we're going to attack the gold pillar first, and then we're going to attack the 2 red hives next, because the reds are the most dangerous enemy to us. I think almost any class are probably the most dangerous. So now we're going to attack this red hive, and then just he's defending while I'm attacking, what the strategy is. So I can definitely kill this in one phase, and then once we kill it, then we're going to run back and defend. So after you kill the first gold pillar, nothing happens. When you kill the second red hive, the next thing that happens is colonists are going to spawn in. There's 4 ships that drop colonists, and there's I think 6 or 8 mortar frogs, and those are the biggest threat. So that's probably the most difficult thing that we were trying to figure out. So what I'm doing is I'm going to attack some colonists that are by themselves close to the edge of the map, and then just hit them and then run away. And what they're going to do is they're going to usually come down the main street, and so I'm trying to pull them down the main street, and he's going to try and kill them as he comes towards us. So if it doesn't go well, like it didn't go well for us here, what you can do is one person can just run counterclockwise around the map through the buildings. Definitely want to stay in between the buildings, don't stay on the main street, and then the frogs won't see you and they'll lose track of you, and then you can just kill the small enemies that are chasing you, and then you can come back around and kill the colonists because they'll lose track of you. Another way you could do it, which is probably a little bit safer, is you can have one person attack the colonists and then immediately run in between buildings. Because what I do is I attack the colonists and I ran to the main street to try and kill them. But another way you can do it is you can attack the colonists, like just hit them once, and then run immediately between buildings counterclockwise around the map, both of you, so that they'll lose sight of you. But what they'll do is they'll actually come to the edge of the map looking for you, and they'll stop there, so you can always come back around and kill them that way, where they're not, going to pull any other colonists. So that's what we're trying to do, is we're just trying to. So I come back around. What I could have done was I could have hit the colonists and then ran away again all around the other side of the map and revived him and fought together, but just to save some time, I tried to kill him myself, and fortunately it worked out. As long as you strafe right and left, you can usually get away from them and don't stay too close to them, but it's definitely dangerous. Alright, so we pulled a few colonists there. Now we're going to revive, heal up, and then pull some more colonists. So because they're in the back corner of the map, what we're going to do is to pull the next set of colonists, we're just going to attack the hive from far away. Just attack it briefly, and then it'll pull the colonists, and then we'll try and run around the outside of the map and defend again. I think one of us dies again on this part. Actually, there is some more colonists that followed us. As you can see, they're on the edge of the map, so it's a lot easier to attack them. But I wound up pulling more than I wanted to, unfortunately. So I think I want to say I pulled like 8 of them or something, which you can get away with pulling 4 of them at a time, but it is a little bit tough. You kind of have to be careful, but it's probably best to just hit them and then run around the map and have them lose track of you, and then come back around and kill them once the small enemies are dead. But now we're just going to finish off these small spiders that followed us, and then we're going to attack that corner hive and pull the rest of the frogs. So now we're just going to heal up here and then get to the position in the corner, and then attack the hive to pull them. Alright, I think we're heading back to position now. Yeah. We're also trying to take some items so that there's always some room on the healing items. So there we go, I'm pointing to the hive. We're going to just briefly attack the hive and then pull the rest of the frogs. So here comes some more mortar frogs and more shotgun frogs. Alright, and I think... Okay, I guess we're going to have to do one more pull to get the frogs, because you can tell, you can hear them, which is nice to know if they're still alive or not, if there's any more. But unfortunately there's quite a bit. So now we're just going to attack the hive once and run away. And like I said, we're doing it the more dangerous way to be faster. We're staying on the main street, but ideally what you could do is, if you have time, you could run through the buildings and lose them, and then kill the silver spires that followed you, and then as they get to the edge of the map, that you can kill them back when you come back around on the air side. But I think I wind up dying here because I get trapped on the left side of the map away from buildings, and the silvers kill me because the mortar starts shooting at me. I think because he runs for the buildings, and I'm trying to kill the mortar frog, but the spiders gets in the way, and I want to say I die here. But this is the last of the frogs. So once we kill this, we can move on to the next phase. So once you kill the next hive, as far as I can tell, nothing happens. So once you kill the third one, nothing happens. And when you kill the fourth large, whether it be a pillar or hive, you get more spawns on the remaining hives, and you also get 6 bosses. So it's not as bad as it sounds, because the bosses do not see you when they spawn in. So you can systematically pull them slowly, but they are kind of spread out, so you have to be careful because it's easy to pull them accidentally, which we actually wind up doing. But once again, even if you accidentally pull some of the bosses, you actually can run around through buildings. And these buildings really help on this mission, and get away from them, and fight them more slowly as you circle around the outside of the map. Alright, so I guess there was another wave of mortar frogs. Like I said, you can tell, you can hear them, so you can, or you can just go to the center of the map and look. But we are able to finish off these. I think this is where I was thinking I actually die, because I get trapped on the outside of the map, but the wasps are definitely the worst thing. So once they're dead, it's definitely nice. Yeah, I wound up dying here because I wasn't near the buildings. This is I don't know how many tries it's been on this one. We were finally getting the hang of this mission, and we're trying to rush a little bit just to save some time, and that was a mistake. So it's definitely best to play conservative and stay near the buildings, because you can always get away. There's the last mortar frog. Alright, now we're going to head back over there and kill the next target here. So now we're going to kill the next red hive. So there's still 2 silver hives and 1 gold pillar remaining, and this is the red hive that we're trying to kill now. So this is the next target. So after this, there'll be no more wasps we'll have to deal with, except the queen wasps. I think we have to do this in 2 different phases, because we're just trying to be safe to not die on this part, because the wasps are the worst. So once again, we're just going to be going counterclockwise now towards the items as we defend, and then reset, and then go back and finish off the hive. An explosive shotgun is so good. I remember back in 4.1 in 2025, you would be scared of silvers because Ranger didn't have very good options to kill him on, at least on the online mode because of this damage, but with the explosive shotgun it's so good. Now we're going to finish off this hive here. He's going to defend while I shoot the hive. And then once again we're going to go counterclockwise and towards our healing items and then just fight these silvers as they come towards us. As long as one person is, safe, is conservative, it's not a huge deal. But you do want to be careful not to, there's sometimes you can find yourself circling around the outside of the map, not paying attention, and you wind up being near one of the hives, and you wind up pulling more enemies just because you're so near it. So you have to definitely be careful with that, because we've lost a few runs to that. Alright, now I'm going to go revive him, and we're going to move on to the next phase. So the next thing we're going to kill, because right now there's 2 hives remaining, 2 silver spider hives and 1 gold ant pillar. The next thing we're going to kill is the highest priority, which is the gold ants. Because silver spiders aren't a huge threat, because you can always pull them through buildings and they're kind of slow, whereas the gold ants are a little bit more dangerous in our opinion. So we're going to kill that next. This mission, I want to say, took us, because of 2 rangers, I think it took us like hour and a half or something like that. So unfortunately I have to do a lot of 8x speed just to cut through some of this. I mean, I could cut it, but I kind of wanted to show the whole thing, even though if it is kind of fast, unfortunately. So I guess we didn't finish the hive, so we killed it in the 3rd phase, and then, or it took us 3 times to kill it, and then now we're just defending again. Alright, now once we kill the gold pillar next, then we're gonna have a bunch more silver spires spawn out of the hive, and then also all the bosses are gonna spawn. So this is where I make a mistake, unfortunately, on this part. And when I'm using the fusion blaster, because it has like a 770 meter range or something like that, I accidentally hit a hive and I pull a couple of the bosses. But like I said, he just recovers by running through a bunch of buildings and just running away from them, and they have a tough time. They get stuck on the buildings, and he's able to recover from it. But ideally, you're not going to pull any bosses on this part, because you have time. Like right now, once we kill this pillar, we're going to have time before the bosses actually spawn. It takes like a second or 2, and they'll spawn in the middle. So we could have ideally just safely got away and just, defended the spiders. But like I said, accidentally I make a mistake, because there's so many silvers that spawn because you killed the 4th thing. So more silvers spawn out of the hive, and I want to say we had like 40 silver spiders chasing us. So we got a little bit distracted, and I wound up pulling one of the bosses, which is too bad, because right here we're fine. Right here we just have a few enemies left, and then all of a sudden, oh my goodness, we pulled I pulled the queen. So I think it was a queen and a king spider that was chasing him, yeah. And he's able to run away, kill the queen wasp, which is the most important, and then we get away and kill the king spider. So now I'm just circling around so that I can fight these silver spiders that are chasing me. There's so many of them. And then there's also gold queen chasing us. So like I said, we made the mistake. You can ideally pull 1 or 2 bosses at a time, as long as you're careful, and it's not such a huge deal. But even if you do, like I said, you can still recover as long as you just are quick to run away and kind of trap them between buildings and get far away and shoot them from farther away. But yeah, we had some close calls on this run, but we wound up able to do it. So now we're just finishing off these silver spires that are chasing us. There's so many of them. And then after this, we're going to focus down, like we wanted to do. We're going to focus down a boss together and kill it, because you can stun lock it pretty good with the fusion blasters. And if you don't have the fusion blaster, you can still use a decent sniper or machine gun and kill him relatively quickly if 2 people are on him at the same time. The gold queen actually gets stuck on the hive, which is fine for us, so it's not a huge deal. But we're going to kill this red queen first, because it's more of a threat. So we're going to get in position and then just focus it down. Now it doesn't matter what you kill next, because nothing really happens on the next, when you kill the last two hives. So the gold queen does see us, but because she's stuck up there, we're just not going to worry about it. We're going to kill this red queen first. So we still have a gold queen, we still have a gray queen, and we still have a red wasp. I'm not sure if we have a spider or not in the back there, but it's not a huge deal. And then we're able to kill it pretty quickly. And then the next thing we just do is we just finish off the two hives. It's really not a huge deal. We're gonna kill the hive that has the gold queen on it first, but it doesn't really matter which one you would kill remaining. Like I said, this phase you just try and pull all the bosses separately, and then just defend as you kill the silver spiders. But yeah, this mission was pretty fun. I think it's a pretty good mission. It reminds me definitely, like I said, of Demon Army, and once again, it has a similar strategy, similar tactics to beating this mission, where you want to take out the high threat target first, the wasps, and then you want to pull slowly. You can always reset, which is nice. Same with the other Demon Army. You actually can, you know, reset, kill all the enemies near you, and then don't pull any more that are on the hives. But so just to recap, the first thing you do is you run to the left of the map and you kill that gold pillar together, and then just defend going clockwise around the map. And then once you're done with that, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to kill the a red wasp hive, and then after that happens, there's going to be colonists that come in. So during that phase, you want to do is you want to have one person run forward and try and pull just like a small group of them. Usually they're in sets of 3, but you want to try and pull one that's in the safest position. What we did was we just went on the left side of the map and just attacked some that were by a bridge really close to the edge of the map, and then just run away. You can either run to the main street and try and kill them, or you can just run through buildings and have them lose track of you, kill the spiders that are following you, and then come back around and kill them. So then you're just going to pull all the frogs slowly and carefully, because those are the biggest threat. And you can always attack like a hive or a pillar to pull the ones that are near them, and then just run away. And then once you kill the red wasp hive, then you'll kill the next red wasp hive. So that'll be the third thing you kill. And then just, you know, run counterclockwise and defend for that pillar. And then after that, you want to kill the gold pillar. And once you kill the gold pillar, there's going to be a lot more silver spiders that spawn on the other two hives, and you're going to have 6 bosses that spawn. So just carefully defend all the golds that come after you and the silver spiders that come after you around the outside of the map, but try not to pull any of the bosses that are in the center. There's going to be a few bosses that are towards the outside of the map too, so you just pretty much have to be very careful, and if possible, try and stay away from them, because it is tough to not pull them. But as long as you stay around the edge, really far edge of the map, you should be okay. Then after that, you're going to want to systematically pull the bosses. So try and pull 1 or 2 at a time. Preferably the wasps first, if possible, to get them out of the way, because they're the biggest threat. You would definitely want to focus them down. But once you kill all 6 bosses, there's going to be 1 of each. Two wasp queens, 1 red, 1 yellow, 2 king spiders, 1 silver, 1 brown, and then 2 ant queens, 1 gold and 1 gray. And after that's all dead, then you can just focus on one of the hives, the remaining 2 hives of the silver spiders. And you're going to have a lot of silver spiders chase you, but it's not a huge deal if you can pull them through buildings. So I think doing that way is probably the easiest that we've found, and it's even able to do with rangers, 2 rangers, which is nice. So now we're just finishing off the last 2 hives, and that's pretty much it. There's not too much else. It's just a matter of killing all these silvers that chase you and being careful and slow. But yeah, that's pretty much what we did. So think I'll end that here. And once again, thanks a lot for watching. And remember, EDF doesn't leave a man behind, ever. And also, if you like my videos and you'd like to support in any way, I would ask if you consider liking and subscribing, as it does help out the channel. So, hope to see you in the next video.